Kanye West has always been known to act quite bizarrely, but recently it's just dialed up a notch, or like 50 notches. He's been saying some things that have gotten him in a lot of trouble with people and have really dampened people's opinions of him, as well as starting up this whole organization, which is it's just a weird story. So I'm gonna walk you through the whole thing. First things first, let's get something out of the way. Kanye West does deal with mental illness, and that could be used to explain some of his behavior potentially. We can't say for sure that that's why he's acting the way he is. However, mental illness is not an excuse to be acting out in these kinds of ways. And we're still going to talk about it regardless. We don't know if what he's saying and the way he's acting is because of his mental illness. It could just be that he woke up one morning and decided, you know what, I'm going to cause problems. So let's start with the tweet that he put out. Now, you may have seen this, you may not have. It was taken down very quickly by Twitter. They were having none of it. They're like, this is straight up hate speech. And yeah, it was taken down. So I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. The funny thing is I actually can't be anti-Semitic because black people are actually Jew. Also, you guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who opposes your agenda. Not the best. Not the best sort of tweet, to put it lightly. This is a very anti-Semitic tweet, although he's saying he can't be anti-Semitic. Along with that, it's just kind of nonsensical in a way. Like, it just sounds like that thing, what do you call it? Like a thought process, an unfiltered thought process. So this is, even if he didn't mean it, it is a threat on Jewish people. That's not okay. Obviously, this sparked controversy, and even people who had been defending him up until now, despite things he's done or said that seem a little bit controversial, people are now starting to say, yeah, I can't support this man anymore. But also people have pointed out that a lot of people are unfortunately agreeing with him, which comes as no surprise. I mean, there are anti-Semitic people on the planet. That's a shame, but they're there. Don't worry though, this whole video isn't going to be about anti-Semitism. There is some other stuff going on that he's doing, and stuff that's just like straight up bizarre, like it's just weird. We're going to look more at some of the consequences for his tweets and things, and we're also going to look at the bizarrety of what's going on with what I think is like the start of a cult. But before we get into that though, I want to let you guys know that today's video is sponsored by the lovely Casetify. Casetify are literally the only phone cases I will use because they are the only thing that I actually trust to protect my phone. Like, straight up, let me just show you straight away how much I trust these cases. So I'm currently using one of my custom cases. I got this recently actually. This is one of their impact cases. You can see my phone is working. And we're gonna turn on a new view for you guys today. So I'm gonna stand up. You won't really be able to see me on the other bit of camera. And I'll just show you what happens when you just happen to drop your phone one day. And what happens is, it's fine. As you can see, it is still working. Everything's good. Their cases have always been super protective, but their new iPhone 14 cases have an increased drop height of 11.5 feet. I would not survive a fall of 11.5 feet, but my phone will, so that's good. That increased drop protection is because of their new EcoShock technology that's embedded into all of the iPhone 14 series cases. Those cases are 5 times the military standard, which means that they were drop tested 130 times to make sure that the EcoShock doesn't wear off. And somehow, despite all of this, the cases are still really, really slim and nice. But the protectiveness isn't the only reason that I like these cases. They also have really cool designs. I already showed you this custom one that I'm using that says create. This is a new one. And they have loads of other customizable options as well. And here are the most recent of the print cases that I got, which I absolutely adore these so much. And they also have a load of other print designs, loads of other options, just pretty much anything to fit anybody's own personal style. Casetify do work with a load of different artists to work on their phone case designs. I think so far they've worked with over 300 different artists from different backgrounds and things like that. One of the artists I'm loving at the moment is Ice Cream Color. They're just really, really cool, fun cases. Those are designed by Humberto Cruz, whose name I might be butchering, but I like the cases. So. But as well as that, these cases are also sustainable, which is just fantastic. Their cases are made from 65% plant-based and recycled materials, and are also partially made from recycled phone cases, which is really cool. So whether or not you're going to be upgrading your iPhone, you can head to casetify.com for their latest iPhone 14 Impact case series, as well as cases for iPhone 13 and earlier devices. And even better still, you can go to casetify.com/Vangelina to get 15% off your order. Thank you to Casetify so much for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get on with the rest of it. So back to Kanye West. Like I said, there's just been some weird stuff going on with him. Not only was he tweeting stuff like that, but also there have been interviews with him recently where they've had to cut out some of what he's said because he was ranting about Jews and just spreading some really anti-Semitic beliefs. Like, what he's saying is so bad they've had to go, nope, cut that out. We are not having that in our publication. Absolutely not. Like I said, people have had a lot to say about it, including the Holocaust Museum in LA. They put out a statement asking Kanye to go to the museum so he can learn how words have consequences. And because of this as well, his bank, which is JP Morgan, are closing their account. They've told him he has a certain amount of time to withdraw his money because they will not be working with him anymore. Now, people have been speaking up about this, celebrities included. One of these that I want to just touch on briefly is Sarah Silverman. Now, she obviously, as a Jewish woman herself, tweeted out against this. But what I found weird about this is that some people took this as an opportunity to tell her that she shouldn't be allowed to speak about these issues because of some things she's done herself. Now, I just want to say before I say all of this, that I am not defending the things that she has done and things that she said in the past. In no way am I saying that those things are okay, but just hear me out for a second here. So in the past, she has said the N-word and she has done blackface. Again, not defending those things, absolutely hold her accountable for those. However, using that as a reason to tell a Jewish woman that she can't speak about anti-Semitism doesn't really make sense to me. I think she can both be held accountable for doing blackface and saying the N-word, while also being allowed to speak up on issues that affect her directly. She is a Jewish woman seeing a very famous man tweeting really anti-Semitic stuff, and she should be allowed to have an opinion on that. Just wanted to touch on that briefly. I won't harp on too much because, again, I'm not defending the other things. I'm just saying she does get to have an opinion. I kind of want to move on from the anti-Semitism stuff, though. There's a lot of stuff that he said that we could go over. What I want to talk about now is his new cults. I would refrain from calling it a cult, you know, it's my opinion and all that, but it's very weird. It was recently announced that Kim Kardashian has now hired extra security for her kids going to school because Kanye West decided to say the name of their school publicly on social media. And why did he do this? Well, because he wants them to attend Donda Academy. Now, you may be asking, what is that? I wish I didn't know, but here we are. So Kanye West has opened a school. It's an unaccredited school, but it's a school nonetheless. And just here's a clip. Kanye West opened a Christian private school called Donda Academy. Parents must sign NDAs to have their children attend. Price is $15,000 a year. The school's not accredited. Here's a video of kids from his Donda school singing Good Morning Donda.
Good morning, Donda. Good morning, Donda. Good morning, Donda. Good morning, Donda. Good morning, Donda. Good morning, Donda. Good morning, Donda. Good morning, Donda. Good morning, Donda. Good morning, Donda. Good morning, Donda. Good morning, Donda. Good morning. Good morning, Donda.
I hate this video. I'm not watching the whole thing again. I hate this video so much. There's so much to say about this. First of all, that's very culty in itself. Secondly, why are any parents sending their kids to this school? The poor children. I've seen people say, like, yeah, the parents deserve whatever outcome they get if they send their kids to that school. Yeah, but the kids don't. The kids don't deserve that outcome. That feels like it needs a whole, like, video essay to discuss why parents would do that. The third thing is that, like this said here, this school is not accredited. That in itself means that an unaccredited school does not have to follow any kind of guideline of what they have to teach, at least to my understanding. That's what I've gathered from this. I could be a little bit wrong here, but from what I understand, unaccredited means you do not have to follow any kind of strict guidelines. You do not have to adhere to any boards. So pretty much he just do whatever he wants and it's fine. And this is a man in charge of this thing who has been spouting anti-Semitic stuff. He's just been spouting nonsense. He has some very crazy takes. I truly believe that children's education should be coming from an unbiased perspective. Like, here's information, here's how to get through in life, here's history, here's maths, here's science, here's what it is. Also, you know, be nice people. But this is like all very... I can't even get my words out. I'm so confused about this. It's all just coming from a very opinionated person. And if he's in charge entirely, from my understanding of what these people are going to learn, what these children are going to learn, it's just scary. And also having them singing this weird song and they're all in black, it just looks very culty. And I mean, Kanye to me seems like somebody who would start a cult. So we're just gonna have to see where it goes, unfortunately. This is all I wanted to talk about today. There's obviously more that I could go into, but these are just the main points that I wanted to discuss. So of course, let me know in the comments what you think about all of this. Did you see all of this beforehand? Did you know about all of this? And of course, please don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, like, comment, share, all of that. You can also follow me on social media. I am VangelinaSkov everywhere. I would really appreciate if you do that. And also subscribe. I said it already, but I'm just reminding you because maybe you didn't hear me the first time. So do it. Thank you. Also, don't forget you can go to casetify.com/Vangelina to get 15% your new iPhone case. And thank you so much for watching this video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.